Hey, Ashley Smith. We're going to start here in 2 minutes. We starting. I see some of y'all on here, but I can't see who you are. So just know 2 minutes and we are going to roll it on out. All right now, well, good evening, motherfuckers. Good evening, hunty. Now, y'all know we done changed the name to, when I say we, I mean I changed the name to The Village. So I wanted to open it up more because I feel like it takes a village to raise a kid, right? But as we start to get older, we still need a village. We need people to hold us accountable, this, that, and the third. So, I'm Trisha. I am your host of The Village. I almost said day number 40. Ow. Listen, honey, we is about to talk about Remy and Papoose. But, you know, I think that celebrities are weirdos. Please know that if you don't know nothing else. I think they're a bunch of fucking weirdos. But this particular instance, I want to talk about because I think that this is relatable to us common folk. This whole situation with Remy and Pat. So, man, it's so much to unpack. So I'm just going to give you a little bit of history in case you don't know who they are, this, that, and the other. Remy and Pat, both rappers, New York, the whole nine. Remy went to jail for, back in the day, she shot somebody, or I can't even remember what but it was something violent, right? So she shoots somebody, she go to prison. I think she was locked up for about 7 years. Papoose and her were together before she went to prison. And he stayed 10 toes down with her when she went to prison. When she got out, they still was together. They got married. They did a reality show. They're both like battle rappers, right? So did a reality show, just a whole bunch of shit. And so it's been Remy and Pat since then, right? And I think they've probably at this point been together 15, 20 years. Like it's been a long time. So we got a little background on them folks. Listen. So in the last couple years, 2-3 years, we've been hearing through the grapevine that Remy been cheating on Pat with Easy the Block Captain. So he's another battle rapper. I think he's a young cat too. So apparently he been cheating. Well, she been cheating with him. Papoose never says nothing. So when I hear about this, I'm like, no, Remy's a real one. Why would she? But goes to show you don't know a motherfucker, you don't know a motherfucker. So, but Papoose never spoke on it. So I'm thinking, oh, y'all just lying, making shit up, especially because, you know, neither of them ever said nothing, especially Pat. He was just quiet. So some time go by, ain't nobody mentioned nothing. All of a sudden, Remy, I guess Pat fell asleep on the couch. He was texting back and forth with Clarissa. Y'all know Clarissa Shields, the boxer. She ain't, people, I don't know why this child, she is the business. But it just seemed like she got to keep fighting to get her respect, which is crazy. Anyway, so they connected. They've been talking for a minute. Well, when Remy get up in the middle of the night or the morning and see that they were texting, I guess fell asleep texting, she decides, she crashes out on the internet and she done put all the shit out there. So everybody like, what? Like she putting it out there like Pap is cheating on her, whoop-whoop-de-wop. So Papoose, who is not online like that, he does not have a social media presence like that. So Papoose comes back with, listen, y'all, Remy's a narcissist. You know, I've been asking her for a divorce. She been cheating on me. We in the same house together, but we not together. Now, just hang with me for a minute. I'm going to tell you why I'm going through all this, what I'm going through. So after all that, it kind of dies down again. Then you're not hearing nothing, but you kind of see them out. You see Papoose and Clarissa, they're out, they're kind of doing their thing, and you know that Remy is fucking with this little block captain, Easy the block captain, because Papoose said, you know, yeah, this is a picture of her Christmas or Thanksgiving last year. You know, she left the family, she over here with old boy, and you know, this is what he do. Well, Papoose finds out that this dude is fucking his wife. Papoose done knocked him the fuck out, right? That's a whole nother story. So he got knocked the fuck out. After all this shit go by, again, like I said, it's quiet. Well, Clarissa has been doing a lot of interviews. And in these interviews, people asking her about her situation with Papoose. And she's not saying nothing about Remy. She's talking, her and Papoose, we good, we there. We talk about family, talk about marriage, having a baby, boom, 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 boom. Because Papoose has said, I've been trying to get a divorce for Remy. She won't sign the papers. After all this, she crashes out last weekend all over the internet looking like a whole fucking clown about this shit. So now she's online and she's trying to tell his business and he likes this, he like a finger in his ass or whatever. All kind of weird shit she trying to say about him. He the brokest motherfucker I ever been with, woo, woo, woo. So all this shit come out. And of course, everybody taking sides. They're like, oh my God, well, hey, sissy. Oh my God, you know, Papoose, he not who we thought he was. And Remy, listen. So this shit goes down. I will tell you this. I was sitting there in complete and total disgust. I'll tell you why. Because I feel like people will villainize your name to cover up the fuck shit that they've done to you. And I feel like on both instances, Remy did just that. She tried to get ahead of the 8 ball and slander Papoose because nobody got nothing bad to say about Papoose. People generally like him. He a chill dude. And so all this shit go down. And to me, I feel like the first time she crashed out because she saw that Papoose was doing this thing. He on the phone with old girl. This time she crashed out because Clarissa's doing all these interviews. And Remy's watching. And so I wanted to talk about this because it's so relatable to us as people, as women, as men. It's relatable to all of us, right? And why am I saying it's relatable? Because when relationships start to dissolve, then you see this type of fuck shit. And because I believe, based on Remy's actions, based on the way she just moved through this whole thing, that Remy is a fucking narcissist. I believe that wholeheartedly. And a narcissist want to be a victim so bad. You be like, damn, why is it so important for you to be the victim of the shit that you created? But narcissists are like that. They're wired different. Now, I'm going to tell you, based on what's happened, right? The shit that Remy's saying, that Papoose is the brokest dude she was with, although he held her down for the 7 years she was in the pen and this, that, and the third. You know, I think she bisexual, so she in there fucking and whatever else, whatever she doing. So Papoose held her down all that time. They got the little deal. She was like, he broke, but he's been a writer for her all this time, so he's getting some kind of coin. And if you've ever listened to Papoose, like I said, he's like a battle rapper. So if you ever listen to him, this dude is talented as fuck. I think he slept on with a lot, but he's talented as fuck. So what do I want? Let me just say what the fuck I'm going to say. men a lot of times, and they won't tell it, but men are a lot of times in an abusive relationship. Remy's abusive. You can see her actions, her words. She's abusive. Her shit cut. Hey, Mr. Price. So we talk a lot about, or it's more spoken about, men being abusive, men being narcissists, men being just over the top, right? But in this instance, I believe wholeheartedly that it's Remy. And I want y'all to tell me what y'all think. But I think that Remy's abusive. And I think that a lot of times the men are in these abusive relationships and they don't speak on it. And an abusive person, hey Glover, an abusive person, once they start to lose control, they crash out. So if you go back to the first time Remy crashed out and she putting all this shit online, you go back to that. When she found his phone, or, grabbed his phone, saw he was texting old girl. When that happened, she crashed out. She knew then she was losing control. Mind you, Remy had been fucking. She been cheating, been doing what she was doing. And if what she's saying is true, let's say that she is the one with the bag. Let's say that, right? It was okay for him to ride the wave because she had control. See, when a motherfucker got control over you, all that other shit don't mean nothing because they got mind control. They got you fucked up in a way you don't even know why you so fucked up. So even with all the cheating and all the shit that she had going on, Papoose was still there. He never left Remy, and you never heard of him being, hey, Mr. Maxie, you never heard of him being on no fuck shit. When both times she crashed out, she was losing control of the situation, losing control over Papoose. So when Clarissa did those interviews and she was like, yeah, either we together every day or we on the phone there's no lapse in communication. We there, we good. So here go Remy. He broke, he whoop, and why you messing with this little girl? She ain't but 30 years old. I think her dude ain't too much older than Clarissa. So she was like, he's broke and he's this and this. So of course me, I'm an asshole. I go and Google both of their net worth. I Google Papoose net worth and Easy the Block Captain. Easy the Block Captain, his net worth is $10,000. Remy's on there on the line. Yeah, he make $250,000 a year. He woo-woo-wop. And I'm like, he couldn't be making $250, Ma, because, hey, Mr. Ford, because didn't you pay for them braces? So anyways, he's like a YouTuber. So he gets $1.21 per 1,000 views. Papoose, they say his net worth is $500,000. And then you know what? I didn't look up Remy's, because Remy keep talking about how she got the bag and she got all the money and all that kind of stuff. But Remy wasn't a major player. She was with Terror Squad and all that. And her shit on Lean Back was good, because Lean Back was a cut. Her verse on Lean Back was the best one on there. I ain't gonna lie to you. But she still wasn't no major player like that. You know what I'm saying? You laughing? They over there with you, man. What you mean you don't know them? They over there in New York with your ass. They in New York City. Hold on, let me see. Despite her. So it says that Remy's net worth is about $4 million. I don't know how the fuck her net worth is about $4 million. I was thinking maybe 1 or 2, but they're saying on here her net worth is $4 million. Okay, so with that being said, they say Papoose is $500,000, Remy's is $4 million, and Easy the Block Captain is $10,000. So you do the math. That's all I'm saying. You do the fucking math. But why am I talking about Remy and Papoose and Easy the Block Captain and Claire? Because it's so easy to get jammed up with a narcissist. And because we don't talk about women narcissists like that, it's a real thing. And I believe, again, that she started to crash out when she started to lose control. That's what happens. When a narcissistic person, male or female, but this time we're talking about women, when they lose control, they villainize your name to cover up the fuck shit that they did. So while she's here and she's woo, she's just coming like rapid fire with the insults. And then she comes back with, and y'all don't know, he was abusive. Now, Remy, come the fuck on, ma'am. I don't believe that for one fucking minute. The way you like to pop off, and exactly, so Betty said hurt people, absolutely. The way you like to pop off, ma'am, no. And I know you can't know what's going on in somebody's home or nothing like that. But the aftermath, the reason that I believe Papoose didn't do none of this shit that she saying, or he wasn't beating her up and all that shit, not based on Papoose, his denials or nothing. It's not based on that. It's based on the way Remy is moving. Remy moves like a true narcissist. Because if you scared of him like this, that, and the third, then why you on social media crashing out? Why you trying to call him and clown him all on the video chat? Like, why you on the celebrities are weird though. And then why you, now she done crashed out and then she start posting all these pictures, hey Lori, of her and the block captain. And I'm like, I don't know how excited I would be about posting my new man on social media, booed up, we dressed up, we twinning and some more shit. I don't know how I feel about that, knowing that my husband knocked him the fuck out. I'm thinking, once my husband had knocked you out, I don't know if I can submit. I don't know if I can suck dick or nothing. I don't know if I can do any of that, because I just saw you get your shit busted open to the white meat. That's all I'm saying. Ooh, thanks for the reminder, sis. I keep forgetting every show. Thank you for sharing. Y'all share the video right quick. It ain't gonna cost you nothing. 2 seconds and it's done. Please and thank you. Let me see. We got some comments. So Felicia says, only rapper I know and love is Cardi B, so don't judge me. You're right. They're female narcissists too. Absolutely. And let me see. So listen. I say all that to say this. Women can be nasty. And if you think for 1 minute that men are not involved with these narcissistic women, think again. These narcissistic women will have you fucked up, because a woman can run mind game like it ain't nobody's business. I know quite a few women that are narcissists, and baby, that narcissistic gene come out and then they toxic and some more shit, baby, they will have your shit spinning. They will have your head spinning. Fellas, you know if you dealing with a narcissistic chick. You know that. And what's crazy, do you know that narcissistic and toxic people are not single? People that's single nowadays are good people. We the ones like, no, I don't want no problems. I'm cool. But everybody else, these narcissistic people and these toxic folks, none of these people are single. They out here fucking somebody's head up, fucking somebody's life up. So I say all that to say this. When you get into some shit like this, you know what it do. Papoose is one of those, he comes across, clearly I don't know these people personally, comes across very laid back. Like willing to shit just roll off his shoulder. And sometimes people think, oh, you know, he just a cool cat. He not saying nothing. But them be the ones that'll fuck you up. Them be the ones that like, bitch, I'm sick of your shit today. And then he'll bust your shit open to the pink meat. And then what? Now you got to get your head stitched up. So be careful out here fucking with these narcissists, because a narcissist does not want to hurt your feelings. Once it's over, they want to literally destroy you. They want to annihilate you. They want to make it so nobody wants you, nobody talk to you, nobody like you. It's not good enough for a narcissist to be like, you know what? I don't fuck with you. I'm good. Let me move around. That's not enough. What the narcissist has to do is turn your whole family against you. Turn your friends against you. They want to blackball you from the work that you're doing. They don't want nobody working with you. They fucking with your coin, your bag. A narcissistic person don't want to see you have a warm beer in the back of the bar. None of that. They want to see your ass broken, destitute. They want to see your name, your reputation, anything you have worked for. They want to see that shit fucked up based on some fuck shit they did to you. That's all I'm saying. Narcissistic people are fucked up, y'all. There's a To me, there's a chemical imbalance. The wiring is bad. Something is bad. They don't want to just hurt your feelings. They don't, like, if I'm with a narcissistic dude, he ain't trying to go, oh, you fat bitch. You know, because you think if you call me a fat bitch, it's hurt my feelings, but it don't. They want to do other shit. They want to make sure. That's where shit come from. Like, you talking to a fellas, you talking to a woman, and then the shit don't work, and she a narcissistic person. She's coming, oh, that's why your dick little. The first thing she gonna say is your dick little. Why? Because a man lives through his dick. Not all y'all, but most of y'all live through your dick. The dick leads you. So if I can say something like, oh, the girl, his dick little, and the shit get back to you, woo, because I need to trigger you. That's what narcissistic people do. They have to trigger you. So if she trigger him to where he fuck her up, see, I told y'all, see, this is who he is. Now, listen, I'm talking good to you. I'm talking good. I'm just letting you know what he do. And I ain't drinking tonight, y'all. Shit. I'm tired as hell. Hold on. Let me see. Felicia says, say that. That is true. Morris says, why is it that women always talk bad about a man after a breakup? Don't understand that and never will. You're not going to understand it because it doesn't make any sense. Excuse me. I don't understand people that go out of their way to tarnish another person's name and reputation, like you're saying, Mr. Price. Now, if you have a story to tell, and so like say, even in my situation with my late husband, I got a story to tell. If I'm telling you my story, I'm giving you my testimony. This is what happened in my marriage. This is my truth. That's one thing. But to come with the insults, to come with two things you can say about a man that you could damn near fuck his whole world up is that he got a little dick and he broke. He can't fuck and he ain't got no money. Them two things alone to get your ass just all the way fucked up. All the way fucked up. Those two things men do not like. And the same, hey Andrea, and the same with men. A man will say, now we talking about women, but I'm just gonna give you this real quick, and then we're gonna jump back on the women. A man will do the same fuck shit. Now keep in mind, we're talking about narcissistic people. This is not for everybody. A man will be like, yeah, we was together for 10 years, but the big pussy stank. You tell people that a woman pussy stank, baby, that'll get you rolled up on. Like, motherfucker gonna pull up like, what? Because that kind of shit'll fuck your head up. And then people be so crazy, like, well, if her pussy stank, why was you with her for 10 years? Nobody want to say that shit. They, ooh, y'all, he said she stinks. She smelled like sewage. But they was together 10 years. Remy saying, oh, he got a little dick, woo, 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 woo. But y'all been together damn near 20 years. So if the dick was bad, if the dick was that fucked up, ma'am, you wouldn't have been fucking with him like that. If his money was that fucked up, you wouldn't have been fucking with him like that. Y'all need to quit. Hey, Vicky, what's up, mommy? Y'all wouldn't have been on no shit like that. Y'all need to quit lying on folks. It's these narcissistic motherfuckers that make it hard for folks. So now all of a sudden, the dick bad, he ain't got no money. She talking about, yeah, when we was on the reality show and he got me that Escalade, I paid for the Escalade. That was my bag. That was this, that was that. Bitch, if he was so broke, how he hold your shit down for 7 years while you was in the joint? She trying to say, well, he had power of attorney. He had more than that, bitch. He was doing more than that. Mind you, they were engaged to be married before she went to jail. Hey, Kai. So, where do y'all get off? Narcissistic people, I'm talking to you. Where do y'all get off wanting to destroy a motherfucker because y'all ain't together, you ain't with that person? See, if you ever notice when people break up like this, the dog that hits always hollers. The loudest hit dog always holler. what's her name, Papoose didn't say shit when all that stuff was coming about her and Easy to Block. He didn't say nothing. He was quiet. You want to know why? Because he wasn't doing the shit she was doing. So now everything blow up and come to find out, bitch, you fucking with girls and boys? And then you talking about this man and this, she gonna release a picture of Papoose without his hat. Man, we all getting old. You ain't, now she want to embarrass the man because he got a receding hairline. Y'all listen, this narcissistic shit y'all got going, y'all need to cut it the fuck out. We too old for it, first of all. We too old for it. But men are oftentimes in abusive relationships with women and nobody talks about it, not even him. And then when it's over and when she has completely lost control, now those intimate things that he told her, she's telling the world. She's telling her friends. And she ain't gonna just whisper it. She's yelling it because she wants you to know that you were never safe with her. She was never somebody you could confide in. She was never somebody you could trust. We out here destroying our own one at a time. We are destroying our own one at a time. Women destroying our black men destroying our black women. We are destroying each other for no other reason than the fact that we don't want to get help for the trauma that we endured whenever we endured it. We don't want to get no help. We just want to fuck everybody off. The shit that Remy doing is cowardly. It's lame as fuck. I would have never took this motherfucker to be a lame. It's lame as fuck. I hate a lame bitch. Matter of fact, tag this motherfucker. Let me see. I hate a lame bitch. I don't follow her on Facebook or nothing, so I don't know. I just know that the motherfucker is lame. That's what I know. Because this shit is ugly. So, let me see if it'll do it. Okay. I think the shit is ugly. That's all I'm saying. So now, let me see who we got. After that, Felicia says, say that this is true. Oh, I think I already read that. Felicia also says, yep, and they know how to trigger you. Right. These motherfuckers got all your secrets. They know who you are. A narcissistic person knows you better than you know you. Trust me on that. Trust me on that. If you don't believe nothing else I've ever said to you, believe that. Felicia said, until you get tired of that shit, right, you're going to be there. David says, women also have their own lapses as well. What do you mean? Because that's what we're talking about is hers. So please elaborate, sir. And then let me piggyback on that too. And then Mr. David, y'all got to stop deflecting. As soon as, so I think when you came up, you may have came up when I was talking about Papoose or whatever, and now you're like, oh, and women too. Listen, when I'm talking to women, I'm talking to women. When I'm talking to men, I'm talking to men. Y'all, everybody, y'all got to stop deflecting. If somebody come and say, hey, you know, woo-woo-de-wop, let it be that. Instead of trying to flip it, well, women do that too, or men do that too. Y'all be doing that shit. It's kind of annoying because you don't have to do it. You don't have to do it. Hey, Kai, let's see who else we got. Mr. Price says they talked about Jesus Christ, so I know I ain't got no chance, and I don't give a fuck what people say about me. I don't have low self-esteem. And then there's that. I don't never give a fuck about that. So then Felicia says, when I broke up, oh, I thought I heard something. Felicia says, when I broke up with you, you are not a thought in my head, and I wish you well. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? I don't carry nobody with me. Nobody. And I don't care what you did. I ain't got to go tell everybody or nothing. Andrea said this is nasty work, and it is. So it's like, what are we doing? Why do we think it's okay? This is why I wanted to talk about this. Because again, it's just common, folks. This shit happens to us. It runs rampant. Why do we do this? The relationship didn't work for whatever reason. Your fault, my fault. Okay, it didn't work. So why go and tell secrets and all that shit? But you know what? Women do that to other women. Let me tell you something. I know people that I was once close with. Women I was once very close with. they have told me some shit about them, I can go blow up the spot. But I haven't. I haven't gone and told any of the secrets because I don't fuck with you. I'm finna tell everything you done did, all the shit I know about. Why? Because I want to make you look bad. It don't make you look, it make me look bad. I'm not trustworthy. It'll make me look bad. You know, so it's like, y'all walk around not with no fucking integrity, dragging each other. I've had women try to do this shit to me. This was some years back and when I was living in Texas. And it's always the bitches that call me sis. So I don't do all that best friend and sis foolishness. It's always a motherfucker that call me sis. Always. So the bitch acted real funny with me. You don't, listen, I don't give you no bunch of times to act funny with me like that. I don't. I move the fuck around. So when I was in Texas, she started talking to this guy that I used to talk to. So she calls me and says, hey sis, you know, I've been talking to so-and-so and I know you used to fuck with him back in the day and I didn't know how you feel about it. I just want to know. Listen, I am never the chick to stand in the way of your happiness, bitch. Go ahead on. And I'm also never the chick to follow none of my friends. And I don't care how long ago you talked to them. I will never be the chick to come say, listen, I know y'all used to fuck around a long time ago, but, you know, I'm kind of digging them. Do you mind? I am not that kind of friend. I don't go behind my friends. So I ain't gonna never ask you for permission to do it because I ain't gonna never do it. That's just how I'm built. So, but before she was asking that, she was saying some old salty shit about, yeah, y'all moving to Texas and shit. For what? Like, what y'all trying to start over? You take you everywhere you go. Woo, woo. She's saying that on Facebook or IG, one of them. She's saying that shit on there. Well, she's talking to me. And I know she's talking to me because she's one of them that posts subs about people she say is her friend. So and I'm like, so I mentioned it and I said, what was that? What was that? Now she giggling and shit, everything funny. Girl, you already know that wasn't about you, bitch. You a motherfucking lie. Because what happened when I moved, her kids were having kids and she's ending up with these grandkids. I ain't got no grandkids. So I ain't got to stay here. And if I had grandkids, if I don't want to raise them, I ain't raising them. Now you got a choice in this thing. What you gonna do? She ended up with the grandkids. So she's mad because she can't go to Texas with me. So she come and say that old shit. I'm like, I said, look, I already know it was for me, but you know what? Go ahead on with it. Then shortly after that, that's when she asked me about the guy. And so she was saying some little slick shit. And I was like, I don't even want to be your friend no more. I'm good. I can see that you on that weird shit, like whatever mood you in, that's how we rolling. I'm cool. So I stopped fucking with her. This bitch go back and try to tell people shit that she's like, well, Trish said this about you and Trish said that. If you know me, I don't say nothing once. I cannot say twice, period. So I'm getting calls, baby. I'm in Texas getting phone calls. Hey, Trish, I thought we was cool. Well, what's going on? Why would you start the conversation with that? Well, so-and-so told me, woo. I said, baby, I said, listen, this is what I'm not going to do with you. This is what I'm not going to do with you is this. I said, but I will say this. I will tell you that I didn't say that. Those are her words. I said, because keep in mind, I don't know you. You're her friend. So why would I speak negatively about you to your friend? I met you through her. And the one chick was like, oh, I guess you were. I said, yeah. I said, I ain't going to tell you what was said. I will tell you that I didn't say that. And so I dealt with that a few times, but that's how bitches are. And I'm saying bitches. I ain't talking about women. I'm talking about you musty, cottonmouth ass bitches. That's what y'all do. Try to keep stirring the pot. So now that I'm not friends with this flat-faced motherfucker, she decide I don't want nobody to be friends with Trish. So every time she run across somebody that she know I know, she try to say shit. And people that really know me, check her. Bitch, Trish ain't said no shit like that. And then they call me. I done saw this high yellow back of the berry bush ass bitch, Trish. This is what she said. And I know you didn't say the shit, but I'm just letting you know I had to check this motherfucker. That's how dirty bitches do. These musty, dirty bitches. That's what y'all do. Take in shit and then go and lie and do all kind of shit. So, cause you gotta cover up. You gotta cover up the fuck shit that you doing. So you gonna villainize somebody's name, whether it be a man, woman, boy, girl. You gonna villainize somebody else's name to cover up the fuck shit you do. This is true textbook narcissist shit. I'm telling you what God loves. I'm telling you what God loves. Let me read some of these comments, y'all. So Kai says, I could never. That explains why I'm pretty much solo dolo. Likewise. Felicia says, I keep all secrets. I would never do that. I already know, player. I already know. And if somebody come with some fuck shit, people that know you, hey, Servo, people that know you ain't going for that. People that know, listen, y'all, I have never met Felicia in person. We met online. And when I tell you this motherfucker solid, I can call her, talk to her. I've told her personal shit. Personal, because kindred spirits, you know when you fucking with somebody solid. To me, for me to fuck with you and really confide in you, you gotta be more than cool, baby. You gotta be solid. You gotta be solid. So that goes to her character and who she is. So hold on, let me get to some of these comments some more. Felicia also says, nope, that's a no. Oh shit, it moved. Hold on. Nope, that's a no. I don't want my friends' exes. Ain't that the nastiest shit? That is, and the dude, what I end up finding out is he was like, look, he said, you might want to run this by Trish. They was already talking. They had already been talking. They knew what it was. But I think they started to get serious. He's telling her, you should, I know she in Texas, but you should run this by her and see what she think. I will never tell you no. I will never say, no, bitch, you can't talk to him. I used to talk to him. I ain't gonna never say no shit like that. But you know what it do for me? Because I note things. So when she called me with that, note it. Because I wouldn't do it to her. There's nobody that she's fucked with that I would ever fuck with. And she got a dude that she used to fuck with who fine as fuck. I was like, how'd she get this motherfucker? But I would never fuck with him. I would never. Once you talk to one of my friends, one of my people, that's it. It's too much. It's too many men out here to be going behind my friends. Who does that? That's for lame bitches. So then Felicia also says, don't even send your man to my house to pick up girls. I already know what you're talking about. Don't send him on. He ain't even get, because don't nobody got time for no fuck shit. I'm not trying to be nowhere with your man by myself. Bitch, bye. Nobody got time for that. Nobody got time for that. Oh, hold on. And then I'm saying nobody got time for that. And you said it right when I got to the next comment. You had already said it. Shit. So wait a minute. So now, Servo, good evening, sir. How are you? Thank you for joining. Felicia says, I see, I love friend checkers. If you let somebody talk about me and don't say nothing, I'm done with your baby. You hear what I'm trying to tell you. You hear what I'm trying to tell you. I don't have time for that. You can't come talk to me about what a motherfucker said about me. Bitch, what you say? Because what I know to be true, ain't nobody holding no one-sided conversations. Nobody. And this has happened to me too. But see, it's always the bitches that call me sis. Always these motherfuckers all back in Portland. Trish, you my motherfucking sister. You my sis. Woo. Cause see, I'm 10 toes down with you. You know some shit go down, I'm down with you. You my people. Them bitches be dirty. I'm trying to tell you, they be dirty as fuck. They be them narcissistic bitches. Think the world revolve around them. They start to lose control. And all of a sudden, all your business is in the street. I'm just saying. Kai says, keep them secrets beyond the grave, period. Felicia says, solid as a rock. Morris says, preach. Hey, Latifah, how you doing, mommy? But look, I don't have time for a motherfucker that's not solid. Hey, Lulu, I don't have time for people that's not solid. So when you start fucking with people and you know they're a narcissistic person, you know that because you can feel it in your spirit. You can feel somebody trying to control you in your every move and all that. You feel that, you know that, because all of a sudden you start to feel restricted. You start like, is my clothes tight? Am I gaining weight? No, bitch, you ain't gaining weight. You dealing with a narcissist and they squeezing and choking the fucking life right out of you. And when the shit is over, When it's over, that's when the shit come out. I've told you guys before, my situation with Steven was the first time I'd ever dealt with a narcissistic man like that. You loving my word, but what are you loving? Please tell. I want to know. I've got to know. Because at the end of his life, when everything, I'm finding out all this shit is all coming back. And the shit that he's saying about me, and I know a lot of people blame it on the cancer and the medications. No. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. No. He knew what he was doing. The shit came out and I'm like, I'm going to tell y'all, I was floored. I was literally floored. Like, he said that? He did that? Because I would never, ever do that to him. I never would have did or said those things. So when I talk to you about my story, I'm sharing with you my truth, the truth that I walked in. Even if I don't look good in the truth, baby, I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to tell you the truth. The podcast, oh, okay, thank you, appreciate that. So the shit that he was saying about me was to cover up the shit that he was doing. So imagine you married, your husband, your wife got stage 4 cancer, but they out in these motherfucking streets with bitches and hoes and Negroes and all kind of shit. That was me. I'm taking care of you. I'm doing all kind of shit. I go to work, and you riding around going to lunch with these like, you have stage 4 cancer. So you gonna say fuck? Now I don't even know. Mind you, I don't even know, y'all. And people said to me, and I never forget this. People were saying to me, Trish, how did you not know that your husband was stage 4 cancer? Hey Sharon, how you doing? With stage 4 cancer, how you didn't know he was cheating? How you didn't know he was doing this? How you didn't know he was doing that? I beg your pardon. I made the bitch repeat the question. I got asked this quite a few times. Let me tell you how I didn't know. I didn't know that he was doing all the fuck shit he was doing because I was too busy being a good fucking wife. I was too busy helping to raise his motherfucking kids. I was too busy working, going to school, making sure he had everything he needed. I was too busy going to doctor's appointments and chemo treatments and outpatient surgery. I was too busy washing his ass, literally, giving him shots, making sure he's eating. I don't know, bitch. I was too busy being his whole motherfucking wife. Maybe that's why I didn't notice. Because who in their right mind is on their deathbed doing some fuck shit? That's my truth and I get to tell it. But if I was on some other shit, and I'm coming at y'all real fucked up with it, and then that's something else, baby. That's something else. Hey, Joseph, that is something else. But you are allowed to tell your truth. The way Remy's not telling her truth like that, y'all. Remy is, here again, this is one of my favorite things to say, Remy is villainizing this man's name to cover up the fuck shit that she did to him. That's what a narcissistic person does. Hey, Daryl, that's what they do. That's what they do. And you'll start to soon figure that shit out. Because sometimes, this is where y'all fuck up. You be thinking, oh, that's just what they did to them. Because you think you're real special, right? No, bitch, you ain't special. You ain't special. Because they gonna do the shit to you. See, the writing was on the wall, y'all. The writing was on the fucking wall because Steven, his first wife, he would talk about her to me. And I'm like, damn, she did all that? I don't think she did. He was saying all that shit to cover up the fuck shit that he did to her. And now it's my turn. I'm like, ooh, I got all that smoke. I caught that smoke, a right hook, and some more shit. I said, oh, you clench your pearls a little bit like, ooh, what the fuck did I do to deserve this? But that's what a narcissistic person does. And I'm telling you, a narcissistic person has touched your life in one way or another. And when they do, if they do, it ain't even an if. You're going to run across them if you haven't yet. You will be forever changed. You will be forever changed. I can promise you that. Sharon, I am the best. What are you up to, ma'am? I know you done retired and all kind of stuff. I'm ready to retire too. Shit, I'm sick of working. I'm sick of this shit. So hold on, let me see who I got. Kai says, I'll check it fast. If they are comfortable enough to say it in front of you, that speaks volumes about you. There's that. And then you saw Lulu said, loving your word podcast. You too. Of course, you too. Mr. Price says, when they behave. Oh shit, hold on, it moved. Hold on. My stuff be moving, y'all. Sharon, you didn't retire? I could have swore you retired. Let me see. Mr. Price says, when they behavior change, that's when we notice shit. Otherwise, we didn't. Otherwise, we don't notice it because we don't look for it. That's true. It does have to hit you in the face. It do. And when it does, you gonna know. You will know. Felicia says, I had 2 of them in my years of dating. And you know what I'm talking about. That shit, it'll have your head spinning. Like, what the fuck just happened? Feel like somebody hit you in the back of the head. Andrea says, I'm so disappointed in Remy. I'm like, girl, this is low down. You hear me? Low down. Oh, you dropped, but you did retire from TriMet though. So you just kind of post-retirement doing some stuff. I ain't mad at you. You got to kind of stay busy too. But I'm going to tell y'all, I don't want to stay busy. I want to retire. I need to be on a fucking island. I'm working on that shit. I want to retire early. I'm sick of working. I'm trying to be in Puerto Rico or something. I'm trying to be in Thailand. I'm not going to be in the United States. I don't want to be in the fucking United States. I want to retire and get the fuck out of here. And I want to retire early. So I'm working on that shit. We going to see what happens. I'm working on it, baby. Damn. Yes, I ain't mad at you, Sharon. You know what? You've always been young at heart anyway. You got a wonderful spirit. I used to always love when I ran into you. Always a nice lady. So, Felicia, listen. If wherever my fat ass retire at, you coming. You're coming. I don't even know why we talking about it. You coming to visit and bring my baby when you come. Okay, let's talk about that. So look, you coming. That's all I'm gonna say. Your ass is coming. If I gotta go to New York, tie your ass up, drug you, you're coming. You gonna be where I'm at. We gonna have some drinks. We gonna eat good. We gonna be in the ocean and shit. And then I'm gonna take your ass back to New York. But you're coming. Let's be clear. So, Morris says, Trish, you too young to talk about retirement. What? Baby, I am 51. Not on the boat, as I said. You not running, Felicia. She seemed to think she running something. She not. Ain't running nothing. Sharon says, Trisha, I admire you. Anything you set your mind to do. Thank you. Y'all, listen, life is a motherfucker. And life has always been lifing for me. So, this side of life, I'm in my 3rd quarter of life, right? This is my 3rd quarter. I just want to be on some other shit. I just want to chill out. All the shit I've been through in my first 2 quarters of life was fuck shit. And most of it was out of my control. This, baby, going this 3rd and 4th quarter, I just want to be chilling. I want to go somewhere. I want to move to a country that my American dollar goes far. And I can have my fat ass on the beach and shit. You see what I'm trying to tell you? I'm chilling like a motherfucker. I'm gonna have some dreadlocks. I already know what I'm gonna look like. I'm just chilling. Go to the market with my little basket. Be at the market. Got my little produce and shit in my basket and take my fat ass back to the house. I'm chilling. All this, I used to say, I could never live like in a rural area in the country. Shit. My ass, listen. I just want peace and quiet. And it's going to be peaceful and it's going to be quiet, whether it's just me or whether I'm married and got somebody there with peace regardless. That's all I want. My life has not been peaceful. I need these last 2 quarters to be peaceful. That's what I need. So anyway, back to what I was telling y'all and what Andrea said. Remy was a major disappointment with this. I was disgusted, frankly, at the way she came out and then kept going. I'm like, ma'am, are you going to continue this? Are you going to stop? This bitch kept going. And this was the part that was diabolical. This is how you know she dealing with a whole fucking lame. He's sitting there with all a mouthful of fucking braces. She's calling Papoose on the damn video chat, right? She calling him. She like, turn the camera on, ugly. What and his dumb ass is right there, baby. And then I stopped and thought about it. I said, well, he the same motherfucker Papoose knocked the fuck out. So yeah, he's sitting there on some weirdo shit. You're a weirdo. Remy's a fucking weirdo too. You can't do people like that, y'all. You can, but that karma, baby, that karma come back. Karma know every address you have. Karma know where you going before the fuck you go. He know your forwarding address where you can get there. Karma's coming. I'm telling you, you can't do people like that. The shit that she did, the stuff that she was saying about this man goes back to what people will try to assassinate your fucking character. They will assassinate your character. I think enough people in that industry anyway kind of know who Papoose is, and you know they just doing, they like, okay, we see what this is. And a lot of people ain't want to take sides and all that kind of shit. But let me tell you something. You get with the wrong person, and they will try to fucking bury you alive. Because they want you to see and hear all the shit they're saying and doing. They want that. Because they're trying to literally destroy you at your core. And women, more women than not, y'all hear me, y'all musty bitches gonna be mad. More women than not do this. More women than not do this. Trust me when I tell you that. These women be nasty, baby. If women are nasty to each other, not all. I'm still talking about the musty bitches. Nasty to each other. So the fuck you think they gonna do about a man? What the fuck you think they gonna do when it comes to this dude who has decided, I don't want to do this no more. Now you got a little dick. Now you ain't got no money. Oh shit, matter of fact, you was molesting my daughter. Them bitches will destroy you. Y'all better be careful out here. I'm telling you, they will fucking destroy you. Women will do that to men. When these women be fucked up at their core. Heart be fucked up. But listen, this mental health thing is important. If you don't love yourself enough to go get help, to go talk to somebody, then what the fuck you want everybody else to do? What you want us to do? Do we sit here and allow you to walk up and destroy people's lives and all that, say all kind of fuck shit? Check these bitches. See, you can't come talking to me about no fuck shit. I'm going to say something to you. And most people don't even bother me because they know this motherfucker I'm going to clap back. Because no, that's what we not doing. Hold on, I got some more comments, y'all. Andrea says, listen, with the sundress and you hear me? You hear what these brows gonna be? They be tattooed on by then because it's gonna be too hot and the shit gonna melt off, baby. You hear me? Sundress, sandals, smelling good and shit. I'm at the market. I got my floppy hat on. I'm seeing, hey Pedro, let me get two of them mangoes, baby. Watch, I'm gonna be on somebody's beach. I'm telling you, I'm ready to fucking retire. I'm sick of working. Shit. So let me see. Morris says, I'm in my fourth quarter of life. I'm ready to sit down under a palm tree. We talk in the same language, Morris. We literally speak in the same language. I'm telling you, I just want to be at peace. Once you get just a little bite of some peace, honey. Baby, some of y'all ain't never had no peace, so you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But if you have that peace, woo, I will claw a bitch eyeballs out that come from my peace. And when you have healed, when you have done the work, I have done the work, y'all. I promise you, I have done the work. I just want to chill the fuck out. It may be some days I ain't even going nowhere. I'm chilling like a motherfucker. I just want to be, because I enjoy my own company. I ain't got to have an entourage of motherfuckers with me. I'm chilling. I am chilling. Baby, that peace. Ooh, it's something about it. I'm telling you, it's something about it. I'm addicted to it now. I have to have it. Andrea says, I don't even know what possessed her to dog him out like that. What could he have done? So, okay. I think you got in a little bit later. So, Andrea, what ended up happening, it's been rumored for the past couple years that they haven't been together, and they were saying that she was with this dude, Easy the Block Captain, woo woo. And but Papoose never said nothing. Papoose never came forward. He didn't say nothing. Well, come to find out, all the shit was true. So one night, now they still living together. At this point, I don't think so. But at this time, they were still living together. And he's moving on. He's talking to Clarissa Shields. I forgot her name that quick. He's talking to Clarissa Shields. They on the up and up. Him and Remy haven't slept together in years. She fucking boys and girls. So when she comes, she sees that they fell asleep on the phone, texting or whatever. She opened up the phone, see the text messages. She go live immediately. Yeah, he over here with this big woo. She done put his name out there like that, but she put it out there like he's cheating on her. And Papoose came for. He said, "Listen, y'all. Me and Remy, we still live together. We haven't been together in years. She was fucking this dude. She done cheated on me multiple times and I stayed. I never said nothing." He said, "But I'm moving on. I'm done with it. I'm moving on." And I'm like, yeah, you moving on. That's what's triggering her shit. That first time, that triggered it was them on the phone. Then, just recently, Clarissa been doing a lot of interviews. And so they're asking her different questions. She ain't saying nothing about stupid ass Remy. She's talking about her and Papoose. She was like, yeah, we locked in, woo woo de woo. Somebody said something about the divorce, and she said, listen, that's him. I can't speak for him, but he'll take care of that. But she don't even say this motherfucker name. Remy comes unglued. She's unhinged. She's like, yeah, I done packed up your shit, and you need to sign these divorce papers and quit playing. She's showing the papers. Bitch, you just filed today. And Papoose was saying, he said, I've been trying to get Remy to let's go on and get this divorce. She don't want to do it. She don't want to do it. Remy just started losing control when Papoose said, I'm no longer fighting for us. That's all it takes for a narcissistic person, is for them to feel like they are losing control. Because mind you, she wouldn't complain about how big or small his dick was. She wouldn't ever complain about how much money he had or didn't have until he started to move on, aka she started to lose control. So as long as she got him under her little spell, she all right, because she's able to do what she gonna do. Papoose keep taking her back. He not leaving. He's fighting for his family. I put more respect on his name, because I'm like, damn. I mean, I don't know. As a woman, I couldn't have stayed with a motherfucker doing all. Now I'm knowing what's happening. No, I couldn't have stayed. But if for a man to do it, that's even harder, because men process shit different. They just do. So for a woman, we can get emotional. Like, okay, I forgive you. Get us a couple dozen roses. Take us to Papa Doe. Look, I'm talking about me. Take us to Papa Doe and, buy me a couple pair of Adidas. Okay, maybe I'll forgive you. Maybe I won't. But, let's do this first and then I'll let you know. No, he stayed. He stayed. And that's a lot to say for a man to stay through all of that. That's a lot. That's damn near unheard of. So, let me see. Felicia says, the peace is wonderful when you can sit on the couch with your husband and watch a game. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Golly. Hold on. And with your husband and watch a game show, loving it. I know that's right. Latifah says he was 10 toes down with her while she was doing 10. It's not common for men to be loyal while his girlfriend or wife is incarcerated. That. And this is my first, Andrea says, dang it, after that. My first glimpse into knowing that Remy was narcissistic was years ago. She was on, I want to say that show was called The Talk with Lonnie and all them. I think it's called The Talk or something like that. Whatever it's called, that show. She was on that show. I think that was the show, and she said, he wanted to come visit me every day. I was like, I'm telling him, don't come see me. You don't have to come every day. What? You don't have to come every day. I wish a motherfucker would come see me every day. I have never heard a prisoner. I've never heard of a prisoner saying, you ain't got to come see me every day. The real, okay, what I said it was. I done gave the show a whole different name, didn't I? So I was like, you don't want your man who was 10 toes down with you to come see you. Now, I'm trying to remember if they got married while she was in prison and then did a ceremony when they got out. Because for some reason, I thought they were having conjugal visits. But I don't know. I could be all the way wrong. I don't know. Morris says, what you got that 7 up because you speaking the truth. Baby! Shoot, you know how I do. I be talking good. I be talking good now. So, okay, hold on. Andrea says, he really loved her. She's going to regret this if not already. That's why she already regretted. She already regretted. The little block captain dude with the fucked up mouth, he already in the motherfucker. They texting him and some chick. She done put the screenshots out. I said, he riding the wave, baby. He riding the wave. Because Remy, I got the bag. Remy is one of those people, if you ask me, and I'm on the outside looking in, she like fucking with people that have less than her. Because it gives her that power, that control to move how she want to move. So now, the difference with her and Papoose done moved on, but Papoose is upgraded. I like Clarissa. I'm not going to lie. That day I made sure when The Fire Inside came out, I went to the theater to see that. I wanted to make sure that she got her coin for that. Because that baby, she's unsung, if you ask me. Just meaning she has so many weight, she has so many belts in all these different classes. She's been to the Olympics twice. She's won 2 gold medals for boxing. Do you know nobody has ever done that? Male or female. She's the first and only one to ever do it. And they still seem like they won't give her flowers. It still seems like she's still fighting for respect. You got these little bitches on these shows, baddies. I've never seen the show. I've heard of it. Talking about they want to fight her and all. Like, motherfuckers keeping her name in their mouth because she's so hood, too. She real raw. But I like her. I feel like she's raw. She needs somebody to help her level the shit out. That's what she needs. She needs somebody, PR person, I don't know, but a coach, help her level, get her a good stylist. I saw a little video Papoose posted today, and they was going out in the motherfucking little wig. I said, go, Clarissa. She look cute. But I like her. You hear me? I like her. This motherfucker had to fight for everything she got. What they wasn't giving out Wheaties commercials and endorsements for her. She has had to get it. And for somebody like her coming from nothing, she comes from nothing. And I'm like, if y'all don't get somebody, a strong black woman around her to make sure she's always right. Make sure she's always in a good place. Because I like her. I ain't gonna lie. I like her. And the fact that Papoose, I be seeing them together. I'm like, look, when I'm up, man, and she speaks so highly of him. I will not lie, I love when black couples speak highly of each other. I be ready to cry like, oh my gosh, she said she loved. I love black love. I love it. So the fact that she gives him his flowers, she speaks so highly of him, and you can see when she look at him, her eyes light up. He on the same shit she on. I'm in love with that. I am in love with black love. So this shit that Remy doing, Remy, to me, she lowered her own value. She made herself look stupid as fuck. She looked like a whole clown in these streets. And it don't make no sense. And I was so rooting for Remy. Like when she got out of jail and all that old shit. And her and Nicki Minaj was going back and forth. And then she did the little diss record about Nicki. Nicki didn't respond. And then she did another. Come on, Remy. You don't do 2 back-to-back diss records, bitch. You a battle rapper. You know better. You do the one, let that marinate, sizzle in your spirit. She didn't respond, so you move the fuck on. You don't do another one. Now you look like a goofy. And that's how she got herself out here in these streets, looking like a fucking goofy. And then she with this dude who is goofy. And I'm like, and then you all booed up over. Listen, I'm going to tell you right now, I got to feel safe with my man in every way possible. So if my man get knocked the fuck out by my old man, I ain't going to be able to suck your dick, sir. I ain't going to be able to do it. I can peg you. Now, I can peg you. But I ain't going to be able to suck your dick. That's crazy work. That's crazy work. When you sleeping with somebody's fucking spouse, if nothing else, bitch, you better know how to fight. You can't be running around here sleeping with people's husbands and wives and don't know how to fight. Shit. He fucked around and found out, though. They said Papoose knocked him the fuck out. Like, literally knocked him the fuck out. And all I could see was Smokey standing on top of his head. You got knocked the fuck out. It's probably why he got them braces. Probably why he got them braces. I don't know. So, Andrea says, Clarissa is a bad broad. Latifah says, he's one of the good ones. I hope him and Clarissa work out. I do too. I really do. And then Remy tried to put him out there talking about he got a son, but he act funny with his son because his son is gay or whatever. Listen, I'm going to tell you right now, male or female, if you that type of person to pillow talk, shit that we have exchanged, if you are that type of person to put that shit out because you mad, see, y'all got to remember, shit, you can't take shit back. And people say words don't hurt, you a fucking lie. They may not leave a bruise like a black eye or like a motherfucker just choked you out, but words do hurt. Period. And if I tell you something and you think so less of me as we're not getting along or whatever, my value to you has obviously changed. So you decide that you're going to say all these things to hurt me. You won. You hurt me. You did it. You did that. I'll never fuck with you ever again in life. So you have to ask yourself, is it worth it? Because I will never fuck with you again. If I saw that you was on fire, I wouldn't spit on you. Once I'm done fucking with you, I'm done fucking with you. And I'm not the type of person I'm done fucking with you and see you and I got to suck my teeth and roll my eyes and I ain't got to do none of that. I will walk right by you like I have never seen you a day in my life. My peace is too important to engage with fuck shit. If you're dealing with a motherfucker like that, if you are fucking with somebody who's like that, baby, man, I could tear your whole heart in half. Because see, they say, you know, what's that little saying? A drunken tongue speaks a sober mind or something like that. That's the same with anger. When people are angry, oh, bitch, you been wanting to say that. But this the right opportunity showed up and then you said it. You been wanting to say, you been feeling like that about me. You been on some fuck shit. You been on it. See, that kind of shit, that's why I be like, note it. I'm telling you, start noting shit. And you will see that a lot of people that you fuck with the long way don't fuck with you at all. Not the long way or the short way. Andrea says, have a good evening, dear. Glad to have called one of your lives. It's been a minute. I'll catch you again soon. All right, Sugar Pie. See you later. Thanks for being a part. Latifah says, true story. Iron Mike bought Remy a Benz for sleeping with him. See, she said she didn't do it. She said she didn't sleep with him. She said he offered it to her and she was like, no, I don't want no parts of it, blah, blah, blah. So, but I don't know. This motherfucker, she like to tell tall tales. So I don't know. Felicia said, walk by you like you was a ghost. That's what I'm talking about. Latifah, she said 20 stars. Thanks, boo. Thanks for the star. Y'all know I love stars. Send me some stars. Shit. But look, when it comes down to it, y'all, if you're dealing with a narcissist, they literally want to take your life. And you have to be careful about people you allow in your space like that. You have to be. I'm telling you, you have to be. The shit that she's pulling is not cool. And you know, like I said, Celebrities are weirdos. But this kind of shit, y'all, this kind of shit, this happens to all of us. It has happened to the majority of us, if not all of us. Well, somebody want to come out because the relationship is over, and somebody want to come out and tell all your deepest, darkest secrets. Want to tell shit that would embarrass you. Sometimes they want to tell shit that'll have you to lose your job. Stuff like that. I remember when, like, my son, he's about to be 31. But when he was a baby, and you know, his dad wasn't doing shit. He was working, but he didn't help. He didn't pay child. I got one child support check. It was $127. I ain't got another one since. That's the only motherfucker I got. So Michael didn't help with Savon. And people would say shit like, girl, I would call down to the job and get him fired because, you know, my thing is this. I ain't do none of that. Vengeance is not mine. You know, karma gonna show up and show out when it do. So, and that's what it did. Michael's dead now. You know, and he was a young man. He didn't have to die, but he was dead because he didn't do what the fuck he was supposed to do. So I ain't gotta try to get back. I ain't nothing. I didn't try to get that man fired. I didn't even go around talking about him. Most people don't even know that he's my son's dad. I never talked about him. And if you knew, matter of fact, when Michael died, Savon went to the funeral and was telling people, you know, he got up, they called him up to the front and he told a little story, whatever he said. I was in Texas when he died. My phone blew the fuck. I didn't know that Michael was Savon's dad, bitch. You never talked. I never talked about Michael. Never talked about him. The fuck I'm gonna be mad? Listen, it didn't work. It didn't work. He done went on. I never told his secrets. I never called, tried to get him fired from his job. I ain't got no time for none of that. But these same people that I've known my whole life did not know that that man was my son's father. Didn't know it. When he got to the funeral, people was like, that boy looked just like Michael. Is that one of Michael's kids? And Savon got up there and was like, yeah. And he said, my mom is Trish. Trish? It ain't too many black Trishas. So Trish, you got to be fucking kidding. Trish, the one do hair, Trish, that Trish. Yeah, Trish. People couldn't even believe it. They was like, this shit crazy. But I ain't talking about that man. And you ain't gotta be mad and try to tell people business and do all that shit. It's different when you are speaking your truth. It's different when you're walking in it and talking. Listen, this is what happened with me. Let me share my testimony with you. Oh, 50 stars. My sister came through. Hey, 50 stars. Yes. Did y'all share this motherfucker? Share the video right quick. Let me see. Felicia says, I don't vibe with all. I can feel a funky person's spirit as soon as I... Baby, you know, that ain't nothing but discernment. That discernment, baby, listen. Discernment. Thank you, sis, for the stars. That discernment will save your life. That discernment will save you time, effort, energy, heartbreak. I'm telling you, it will save your life. I met a dude and that discernment kicked in. I said, ooh, the fuck is going on? I got away from around his ass. God showed me this man is gonna hurt you physically. That it was all in my spirit, baby. When I tell you I was on my phone blocking and shit, get this motherfucker up off me. I ain't got time, girl. I blocked him, ain't looked back since. Discernment. Y'all better start listening to that. I know some of y'all don't want to be spiritual. Well, it's that intuition. Call it whatever the fuck you want to call it. But you better start listening to it. It'll keep you out of a world of fucking hurt, pain, and trouble. So I'll say this. I'm going to wrap this on up, y'all. I'll say this. Be better. Be better about yourself. If you are a narcissistic woman, meaning you are a controlling, nasty, musty bitch, that's what it means to me. If that's who you are, you better get your shit together. Because you know what I see people like that, both men and women? I see a nursing home and ain't nobody coming to see you. And I don't think people realize that at some point, we gonna get, if we live that long, we gonna get to a point where we may not be able to take care of ourselves, but you done did so much damage to people that you in this nursing home that smell like pee. And ain't nobody coming to see you. Ain't nobody checking for you. Now you done died. They can't get a hold of your next of kin. They can't get nobody to get you to the damn morgue. They can't get nobody to come pick up your ashes. They just throw the shit. They like, we can't get a hold of nobody. That's going to be some of y'all, because some of y'all have moved in such a fucked up way. Such a fucked up way through life that now when it comes time for people to love you, for you to receive love and give love, when it comes time, you're going to find yourself by yourself, because people getting tired of this shit. People getting tired of that toxic, narcissistic energy. And at some point, you're going to find yourself by yourself. And I know I would hate for everybody to just hate me because I'm a dirty bitch. I would hate that. Do better. Do better as a person. I remember that, people started saying, it's always been, you treat others how you want to be treated. Then it got to, I treat you how you treat me. Then all that kind of, no. Back to basics. I treat people how I want to be treated. Once I see that it's not reciprocated, I move around. I don't force nothing. Either it is or it ain't. And we ain't got to have no whole bunch of conversations about it. Either it is or it ain't. That's it. And you move on. But do better. Be a better fucking person to everybody around you. But you can't be a better person until you get to the root of what ails you and kill it. You got to kill it. So get to the root of that shit. Figure out why you so fucked up. And kill that thing. Right? And then what Latifah says, amen. And those people I don't waste prayer on. And they will always request, bitch, ain't nobody finna pray for you and you full of the devil. Go, you need an exorcism or some shit. And a therapist. Go get the help you need. Because people who are fucked up like that, they know it. They just think that we all too stupid to know it. We the first ones to see it. Get your shit together. Be a better person. Betty says, don't be bitter, be better. Absolutely. Hey, Sharmella, you have to get your mind right, y'all. If you are that person, male or female, we've been talking about the women, but male or female, if you are that person, get it together. Mental health and mental well-being is important. And there's no way you are mentally capable of loving somebody if you full of the devil. It just don't even make sense. Fucking oxymoron. It don't make sense. If you've been keeping up with the puffy shit, my mind is blown, but it ain't. Start recognizing patterns in people. What are we seeing with this? If you are recognizing this shit, he's a woman beater. He's a narcissistic person. I really only need to know that you beat women. I really only need to know that. That tells me all I need to know about you. But this motherfucker beats women. And it ain't no slap. He ain't pimp slapping open hand. No, he beats women like they're men. He's that guy. I'm telling you. Recognize patterns in people. That will save your ass when you start to recognize patterns in people. Because patterns don't lie. You can't hold everybody accountable for what one person did. But them patterns, baby, them patterns will save your fucking life. Anyway, I'm gone, y'all. I gotta take a shower, go to bed. But listen, let me know if y'all like The Village. Let me know, because I think it's cute. I think it's pretty fly because, again, we need our village, right? We grown, we old and shit. We in the third quarter. We still need our village. So I do want to focus a lot on being accountable, being honest, walking in your truth, getting your healing, getting your mental health right, loving on those that love on you. Stop putting a lot of emphasis on people that don't love you. You better love who love you. You better quit playing. Love who love you. Quit trying to force shit. Quit trying to put a square peg in a round hole. It don't fit. It ain't gonna never fit. Love who loves you, authentically loves you, but you got to love yourself first. You got to get your mind right and your heart right. I think we all need to be holding each other accountable in this day and age, especially because y'all out here wilding, y'all fucking monkeys, y'all fucking pigs and turtles and all kind of shit. Y'all shitting and pissing on each other, just nasty around this motherfucker. Ain't nothing but the devil. Let's get our minds right. Anyway, y'all, I'll see y'all next week. But let me know what y'all think about The Village, because I think it's fly as fuck. Anyway, thanks for being here. Love you long time. Keep the meat, throw away the bone. I'll see you next week.